What is up, Sworn Nation? How you doing? It's Brian Pulido, proud publisher of Coffin Comics, and we are here with the Lady Gunfighter Plan Your Pledge show. We're actually opening up the actual campaign. We're going to go over all the various claims that we're offering for our upcoming Lady Gunfighter campaign, which is launching January 26th, Thursday at 6 p.m. Arizona time. Now, for the first 24 hours, all physical pledges are going to receive an exclusive coin featuring artwork by Mike Crome and Richard Ortiz. And we are deep into production of the coin. Here it is. Don't really have a close-up camera to show you, but man, these things are nice. Woof. So cool. What is up, Samantha, Glitch, Solomon, and Mr. Avogato Sworn, and everyone else attending, thank you so much. Yes, so Lady Gunfighter, Thursday, June 26th, all new Coffin Launch campaign at coffinlaunch.com. We're going to get right into it, but before we do, I want to show you the official video for this campaign. So without further ado, let's roll the video. This is Brian Pulido, publisher of Coffin Comics, and I'm presenting an all-new 48-page original graphic novel entitled Lady Gunfighter, Condemnation. Shot and presumed dead, Lady Gunfighter has no time to heal. She and her loyal partner Pike have bloody work to do. Together, they journey to a nightmarish town on the edge of civilization to rescue a loved one from savage outlaws. But will the wicked gunslinger Jebediah Kane really allow them to escape? Or will he and his demonic pistol send Lady Gunfighter straight to hell? It's a bullet-riddled supernatural western in the Coffin Comics manner. Please back our campaign now and tell everyone you know. Thank you so much. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for checking out the video. That gives you a sense of the story. And I guess you could tell we already had Lady Gunfighter Chapter 1, and this is the one that this is the one that takes care of it all. Check it out. So without further ado, I want to get right into what we're offering on our Coffin Launch platform. So what you see before you is the actual screen at coffinlaunch.com, and this is a view of the actual campaign. I'm going to actually walk you through each and every one of what we call the claim graphics, the claims, so that you can choose, budget, figure out what you may enjoy and want to purchase in this campaign. So hello, Dan Ocha. So first up, you're going to see, here's the main campaign itself. And one thing that we're really proud of is that Coffin Comics comics are actually made in USA. And in fact, in the great state of Arizona itself, the great majority of our comics are made. We do hardcovers and art books, sometimes either out of state or sometimes in another country, but the great majority of everything you get from Coffin Comics is made in the USA. So here you get a chance to see this top bar. You can see our other campaigns, various updates that we have to offer. I'll show you there, the campaigns, the updates of the other campaigns. If you're interested, we actually have this little tab called Coffinverse, and it'll talk about every single story we have produced and include a video and a description of the story. Here is our actual team of all the people that work at Coffin Comics, frequently asked questions, and one of the many ways to contact us. But specific to our campaign, you just heard the story on the video. Here is the creative team. Here going down, it is writer Mike McLean, illustrator Joel Gomez, colorist Hedwin Zalvadar, letterer Marshall Dillon, and myself as editor. I did have something to do with the story, but big up to Mike and Joel for pulling it together. I want to let you know too that both Mike and Joel and Marshall have all been contributing to Coffin Comics since the inception of new material in 2015. And you can't really say that for a lot of creatives in the world of comic books. People come and go. So, Mr. A, I see that you're asking, will there be a challenge coin? Yes, indeed, there will be a challenge coin for the first 24 hours for all physical pledges. And let's see here. Outcast is asking if we've hired more workers. No, we haven't hired more workers. We're a pretty stable crew here. Mr. A, this is also the actual coin itself. Sorry, won't be able to show you much closer, but they're full color. They're absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, they run a little out of focus, but here's a closer view. Yeah, so yeah, free coin to all physical backers for the first 24 hours. Let's see here. Would Coffin Comics come to conventions in New Jersey? You know, every once in a while. You know, I'm 34 years into making comic books, and I must admit that I am on the road a little less, if only because I love making comic books. I like petting my dogs at night, that kind of stuff. So I have signed in Jersey many times and across the country many times, just sort of slowing down a little bit. So there you have it. All right, so that's our creative team. Here's a preview of the actual comic book pages by Joel, Hedwin, and etc. So check out the pretty pages. Now, you'll notice Lady Gunfighter has pistols that fire demonic bullets, and they actually turn and move, bend to her will. She very rarely misses a target. But she is up against a person who has equal demonic pistols. His name is Jebediah Kane, and he does want to possess her pistol as well. Moving on, I'm actually going to get into the real live claims. So first, let's get into comic books. You're going to notice here that our first offering is the digital copy of this edition. Let's see here. Jake says, Coffin Launch is definitely one of the easiest crowdsourcing sites. I love it. Thank you. That is exactly what we want to hear. Appreciate it. That was our objective too, to make it simple if we could. Next up, you're going to notice right next to that is the Lady Gunfighter digital set. That way people can get the first chapter and the second, and in a sense, that completes the origin of Lady Gunfighter. Next up is the Premier Edition. Now, I must point out to you that all Coffin Launch campaign claims come, the physical ones come with the following: free unlock, free swag, free digital download, and free United States shipping. So if you're in the good old USA, you get free shipping. There is a shipping charge outside the country, and that has less to do with us and everything to do with the country you're in. Next up, you'll notice the Joel Gomez edition. Joel did this amazing cover, and I'm going to get into this one. And this cover is so cool. You'll notice that it's telling a story in between each bullet. Joel knocks it out of the park, as he always does, and so happy that he's always contributing to Coffin. He is definitely like Coffin through and through. All right, let me get back to claim types, to comics. And I would also like to point out that we are offering Lady Gunfighter Chapter 1 edition as well. Since this is a relatively new character, this is a way for you to maybe get the first chapter and the second at the same time, for you to get a chance. I'm moving on, and we also offer that as a bundle. So we have Lady Gunfighter Premiere Bundle, that is Chapter 1 and 2, for the reasonable price of $45, and that is 96 pages of story and art. Next up, we're getting into some of our collectible-based editions. Yeah, Gomez Gang. And Nico, thanks so much. I appreciate you. Still have all your Hughes books. Stephen was the man. Glad Late Death is going strong. Thank you so much. And let's see here. Jake says, no fluff, just direct. Bing, bang, boom. That's right. And then Substitute says, looking forward to reading this story. Thank you. Well, one of the first cool editions that we're offering is the Jeweled Edition. For $49.99, this edition by Richard Ortiz will feature additional jeweled, popped in and out. Do I have a copy of that? Let me see here. Oh boy, I do. Check out this jeweled edition. We actually have a mock-up of some of the jewels. You could kind of, a little defocused, but you could see the little shine of the jewels. They're really cool. All right, next up we have the Supernatural Edition by Jamie Tyndall for $49.99. And then we have the Ultra Foil Edition by Eric Henson for $54.99. And man, oh yeah, this is another great one. Yeah, check out the cool foil. You can see it. So there's a mock-up of it, but you can see all the details in the gun, for example. Super cool. Look at that. Eric Henson knocks it out of the park. He's Phoenix's own. He is a phenomenal artist, and he is getting his own artist celebration at our headquarters in August. So come on down if you're available, plot and plan. He has done some beautiful editions that are inked by Jeremy Clark and colored by CC De La Cruz coming up. Amazing stuff. Next up, we have the holofoil edition by Jay Anacleto. This dude is remarkable, and this piece is rad. So that's the one right over here. And then next to it, we have the embossed metallic edition. Let's see if I have that. I do. There's another one. Check this thing out. Look at this. Here, let me to the focus. This is actually embossed and metallic. Whoops. And this is by Mike Chrome. It is fantastic. Yeah, the jeweled edition is thick. You're absolutely right. Now, next up, we start to have some bundles for people who like to buy all the editions at once. And so we have the Condemnation High Roller set. The cool thing about the High Roller set is it actually also comes with its own exclusive edition. And that exclusive edition is by Randy Green. Showing it on the screen. So it comes with all these editions you've just seen. I think it's something like close to a $400 value for $299. There's super cool Randy Green cover right here. Guy's remarkable. All right, so back to the campaign and to the claim type, which is comic. Now, above the High Roller is the Mega Baller. So the Mega Baller set comes with all the aforementioned comic books plus the following. These tier exclusives. So these are color variations on the Mike Chrome, the Jamie Tyndall, the Jay Anacleto, and the beautiful variant of the Richard Ortiz, and then all the previously aforementioned editions all at once for $449. I think that's close to a $600 value in this case. And then go back to the claim type. This is pretty easy to navigate site once you get in on it. Now we have the Ultimate Legend set. So this includes, check this out, Lucio Perillo tier exclusives, Brett Booth tier exclusives, artist on Spawn, and then all the previously aforementioned exclusives. Now here's the thing. These editions, you get all the books listed here, and they're limited to 30. The Legend and the Ultimate are limited to 35 copies a piece. So that is legitimately low print run. Then, for people who are even wilder, for $999, we have the Mega VIP set. So it's all the aforementioned comic books, and then including the tiered exclusives from the Legend and the Ultimate and the Mega Baller and all the previous ones. Let me see if I can get down to some of the crazy exclusives on this one. So there is the Brett Booth exclusive holofoil and embossed metal, the Lucio Perillo holofoil and embossed, super cool looking embossed metal, and then the super rare. We're talking like this whole set is limited to 15 copies that were offered, and 13 of which we're offering to the public. And then this gorgeous color variant by Richard Ortiz, which is a glow-in-the-dark metal. Can you handle it? So that is a great majority of the comic books that we're offering on the campaign. I'm going to just double check just in case. And you're welcome to actually go to coffinlaunch.com right now, and you could actually rip through it as you would like. I don't know if there's any refreshed comments. There may be, there may not be. That's okay. So next up, we actually have prints because people really enjoy the prints. Whoops. Let me unclick comics. So for prints, we are offering the Brett Booth Ultimate Edition for $19.99, the Lucio Perillo Legend, the Lady Gunfighter Vigilance 24 by 36 poster, and then the official commemorative print by Diego Bernard. And if you get a chance to see this a little more up close, this art is knockout. You could see Gunfighter shooting down, but the bullet kind of whips through and goes up and takes out all these ne'er-do-wells coming up behind her. Beautiful stuff. So this particular print will actually be serial numbered as well. And we have a long history in all of our crowdfundings of doing that, of actually doing a numbered commemorative print. I think we're somewhere in the area of 48, 49 of those at this point. Let me get back to the proper claim type, prints. So again, 24 by 36 poster, Vigilance. Other print types we have is the Supernatural print, which is also serial numbered by Jamie Tyndall. And then we have the Lady Gunfighter Ghost Walking 11 by 17 metal print. By popular demand, we've brought back our metal prints. The one we have on our current campaign for Lady Satanist sold out instantaneously. And then we actually have the Prestige print set. So 5 prints in a set. And then rounding out our print choices, you'll notice the Lady Gunfighter Blazing 18 by 24 fine art print. And this is gorgeous. Thank you so much. Check this out. I'm going to go back for a minute and show you the metal print. Look at this thing. So these metal prints are just rad. Look at that. And I'm sorry. I'm going on the record. This is just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece by Richard Ortiz. And Richard Ortiz is an announced guest at Swornfest 2026, which is happening the last week of January in 2026. Get your tickets now at coffincomicsshop.com. Let's see here. Glow in the dark metal. Going to have to be quick for the mock-up Monday on that one. I think you're going to have to be quick. So again, we're rounding out prints by the 18 by 24 fine art print. And that is printed on archival quality paper with archival quality inks. It is gorgeous. You have to see it to believe it. In fact, next Thursday, we'll have one more preview and we'll show it to you in real life and up close. Next up, let's talk about cards because we all love trading cards here. So we have 2 sets. First set is the Prestige Metallic card set for $49.99. It features 5 cards by Joel Gomez, Eric Henson, Richard Ortiz, Jay Anacleto, and Mike Chrome. Then we have the Ultimate Metallic card set for $9.99 for $99.99, and that's 10 cards, including the ones I just mentioned, plus some other goodies. A grand total of 10 cards. See extra cards by Diego Bernard, Jay Anacleto, Lucio Prilio, Richard Ortiz, and Brett Booth. So those are our cards for this set. Now we do have some merchandise for the set too, so let me show you what it is. 24 hours after this campaign launches, you can purchase our challenge coin, but I highly recommend that you simply back the campaign and then you could get your challenge coin for free for all of our 2025 campaigns. Next up is the beautiful The Weight t-shirt featuring art by Mike Chrome. Unisex sizes from small to 4XL. Beautiful, beautiful piece of art. So let's see. Outcast is asking, does Lady Death have a voice actress in the game? Yes. And that person will be announced in the future. Yeah, so there are definitely speaking parts inside the game for sure. And yep. Rounding out our merch and our claims is the Coffin Comics patch set. I could show that to you too. This patch set's pretty cool. Here is the back patches featuring big old rocker patch along the top, the official back patch, the bottom rocker, and then mock-ups of the front. Sworn, Coffin Crew, Sworn, a couple other patches, and it is a great one. I highly recommend you get that one because show up and represent at Coffin Comics Sworn Fest just for the heck of it. We're all going to like sworn it up, so why don't you be there too? So let's see here. I'm going to head back to the main. Let me see if I can get there again. Coming soon, Lady Gunfighter. Well, those are all the items that we're actually offering on the Lady Gunfighter campaign. Here, the graphic says it's 3 weeks or less, but the truth is it is 2 weeks or less, if you could believe it. It is coming in 2 weeks. So let's see here if there's any questions. Can we skip 15 days and go live, says Jake? Well, we do have to complete our current campaign, which is Lady Satanist, That one's going for another week or two, so get in on that one if you haven't. That's a fun story. Takes place at the height of the hair metal era during the 80s on Sunset Strip, and features some beautiful covers, amazing work, fun story. Let's see here. Any coffin caps like this one by popular demand will be available shortly, maybe by San Diego Comic-Con. I'm your model of that one. I designed it, so I think you'll like it. This is a trucker cap. We like trucker caps here in Arizona just because it's very hot. I can tell you for sure over the weekend where we had Phoenix Fan Fusion, the heat just showed up. Isn't that right? Everything was fine and dandy. It was spring. It was beautiful. And then suddenly, here we are. All right. So Darth Shredder. Hey, Brian, I recently caught The Graves on Tubi. Very fun flick. Got me wondering if we'll ever see a Lady Death live action film. I would imagine sometime in my lifetime we may see a Lady Death live action film. However, I must say that in many ways, it's not necessarily up to me. Someone's got to write a big fat check and have the right vision for the whole thing. And when that day comes, you'll be the first to know. Let's see here. Anything else? How's the Lady Death game? Samantha is asking. Lady Death game proceeds apace. We have, I guess we go into the beta phase, and some people backed a beta testing tier on the Kickstarter, and I believe that is coming up in August. And I know that there's some more news and reveals coming up during San Diego Comic-Con, which is about the third week of July, about a month and a week from now. So more to come. Jake says he likes the clean trucker cap, sort of like on the low. Let's see here. Eddie Coffin caps. Okay, cool. How about Evil Ernie? Jorge, I have not been part of Evil Ernie's life since August of 2002. I had a business-based bankruptcy of Chaos Comics, and someone else owns Evil Ernie. So I have not been associated with Ernie or Purgatory or the other characters for a very, very long time, going on upwards of, 23 plus years. So folks, I want to thank you so much for attending this official Plan Your Pledge preview of Lady Gunfighter Condemnation. I highly encourage you to back our campaign when it goes live on Thursday, June 26th at 6 p.m. Arizona time. Also, be here 1/2 hour earlier where we will have the pre-show that'll include appearances by writer Mike McLean, illustrator Joel Gomez, and other fun surprises. So I want to thank you so much. Thanks, everybody, for appreciating the update. Really appreciate you being here and watching it. So I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. You've been great. I've been Brian Pulido. Holler at you later. This is Brian Pulido, publisher of Coffin Comics, and I'm presenting an all-new 48-page original graphic novel entitled Lady Gunfighter Condemnation. Shot and presumed dead, Lady Gunfighter has no time to heal. She and her loyal partner Pike have bloody work to do. Together, they journey to a nightmarish town on the edge of civilization to rescue a loved one from savage outlaws. But will the wicked gunslinger Jebediah Kane really allow them to escape? Or will he and his demonic pistol send Lady Gunfighter straight to hell? It's a bullet-riddled supernatural western in the Coffin Comics manner. Please back our campaign now and tell everyone you know. Thank you so much.